Hello, Group 1. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's get into your reading right away and look into what area of life where you will experience this next change that is coming your way. And we're going to be guided by the pendulum to let us know what area in life or what areas in life, and we will also get some descriptions. So let me just center the pendulum and just give me a couple of seconds here. Okay, it is actually pointing heavily towards inner being and also a little bit towards home. It just started to react on home also. So we got inner being and home, and let's also get a description. Oh, it's very much vibrating towards new chapter and yes. Okay, so we got inner being, home, new chapter, and yes. So let's keep that in mind and get into your reading to get further messages about the changes you will experience when it comes to inner being, home. For some of you, it will be just one of these areas, and for others of you, it will be both areas. So let's see. So the Seven of Pentacles flipped out of the deck. We also have the Two of Cups, okay. And the Four of Swords. Okay, so the message is very simple. The change you will experience next when it comes to your inner being and or your home, it is that you will finally see a result of something that you've had as a goal or something you've been looking forward to experience. It can be some sort of project that you've had, like something you wanted to work on. Because the Two of Cups is showing up, no matter if it is speaking to inner being or home, it is a deep, deep longing for belonging. So that could be that you've had almost like a project, like you've been very like a working bee or a working ant is what I'm getting. You've been working on it as some sort of a project to heal parts of you that maybe put you in some dissonance or misalignment with things that are connected to your inner being, but of course it could also be things that are connected to your home that could have these misalignments could have affected the way that you feel about the space you inhabit, where you're staying, that you could have felt disconnected from it. But I'm actually also getting that for some of you, this could be speaking about like a work environment or some other space that you could have had for a very long time. That is why it could have the energy of home, like a second home in some way. And there could have been some sort of dissonance, misalignment, and you've been working on it. That's where I want to come. Like, you have been working on it. No matter if the misalignment has been in your inner being or your home, this is something you've taken seriously. You have worked on it. It's almost like you've taken it step by step and in a very factual manner. And that is why you've also, because it has been realistic, you have also been expecting results from this. And what tarot immediately wants you to know is no worries, you can relax, you've done a great job, and you will get the result you've been after. If it has been some sort of healing work you've been doing, it can also feel good for you to know that you don't have to, like, the healing work won't continue on forever or for a long time. You know, even when it comes to the healing work, you will be able to experience results in that you will be able to, like, sit in your home or sit with yourself and feel the result of the healing work you've done, that you will see how things have changed and you will experience that change. So if there is like a clicking moment or an eureka moment, you will have that, like, oh, I finally arrived to that space and place where I know that I've healed, I know I've done the work, and now I can just flourish in the results of my work. Well done, me. You know, that type of energies. Let's just look into what astrological influences are present for you. We got Mercury, Libra twice, and Mercury. So if you got your Mercury in Libra, this is just a double confirmation that this reading is for you. You could also have Libra as like a south node, I'm getting, actually. But those are the specifics. You could also have Libra as one of your big threes, you know, your sun, moon, or rising. But besides that, I'm also getting Libra as a south node. But there's also a general message coming through here that, you know, things could actually have been quite ugly for you, like the way, how do I say this? It can sound so judgy, you know, to speak of things as ugly or beautiful. Yeah, maybe you will still understand the sentiment of what I'm trying to tell you. So you could have been in a space and place. It could have been inside of you. If we're thinking about the first part of your message, the inner being, but it could definitely also be a space and place outside of you, like your home, or something that could have acted as a second home for you. There has been some energies that could have shown up as quite ugly for you, you know, a bit scary, a bit, you know, the way misalignment can feel ugly sometimes, like you want to not look at it, you want to not stay in it because you know that there's another version of reality that you would much rather experience. So that could have been things that have been going on, like how things have been showing up for you could have been like, yeah, ugly is the word I'm getting. And another way to put it could actually be that you could also have been like feeling that you're a bit haunted by by some ugly things from the past. So that is another way, another thing that is connected to the ugly energies of your reading. There's a message for you, if that is you who are listening, that there is healing coming through quite soon for you. Oh, and look, when I said that, the candle went off, or however you say that in English. That is very interesting. Keep that in mind, okay? So that is also a double confirmation about the timing, that it is speeding up, that it is soon, where you will actually be able to put these ugly energies that could have been haunting you, following you around, keep showing up, even if you're trying to like switch space, switch place. The same bad energies could have been following you around, you know, like no matter how many spaces you switch, you still find the same energies there. There is healing in that too, that you can put things to the rest. Like, you know how you can be haunted like in a figurative manner by ghosts and monsters from the past, and what they actually long for, it is to be put down to rest, and that is coming. So that is a specific message for those of you that felt that the message was for you. And we got the Earth Fairy with physical health, grounding, foundations, and card number 27. Maybe 27 is a significant age. Either like, yeah, Okay, so what I'm getting, and this is of course very specific, but I'm getting that when you were 27 years old, or when you will be 27 years old, is when you could actually have experienced something very beautiful, something that was very much in alignment with you, with your inner being, with a space and place where you want to be, you want to exist there. You could have had a beautiful experience around the age of 27. That is something you can look back on, knowing that that is also something that will be part of your future. So that wasn't just a one-time experience. It is also something that will come back to revisit you, but this time around it looks like it will stay a lot longer than just something that you will like visit and then it will leave. It will stay and not feel like a visitation, but feel like something that is much more part of your foundation, as this card says. I'm actually getting this card for you, and we got Pride with I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, so the Two of Cups is like pointing towards it right now with I love myself. So what is this? It's like it's pointing towards it. Just give me 2 seconds, because I'm getting like the pride, the love myself, see myself in everyone is like a future aspect of what you will experience as a result of this change that will happen with your inner being and your home. And I feel like those two are very, very much connected to each other, that the more you get in contact with your inner being and heal the parts that has been like showing up as part of your past, and healing that and becoming more aligned with yourself, that is also something that will have an effect on how you live, how your home looks and feels. The invitation that like your home will be much more inviting to you, but also to others. There's like an opening the doors when this happens to others to come in and share that space with you also. So you could have, like, because of the misalignments that could have been happening, either within yourself or in your outer world, in some spaces where you are in like a second home, that you could have felt tired and drained and kept a little bit to yourself, or not felt like you wanted to invite people over or spend a lot of time with others because maybe someone else was in that space that is like your second home, and that person could have like made you feel like you don't have the energy to be around other people. You know how some people can affect you in that way. That will also change. It's like it will start with your inside and then have a natural cause and effect type of process with the space you inhabit, and it will first invite you in, and then it will also be like an opening for others to come in. So it can be new people, but it can also be people that you maybe have not had the energy to reach out to. Maybe you've had like text messages you haven't answered yet, people reaching out to you wanting to see you, and you're like, you know what, I'm not in the headspace for that. That is also something you can look forward to, and the experiences around that will also be much easier and peaceful. But I definitely see here with the cards that there's like invitations also coming in. So it can be you inviting others to like come back to you now that you will feel with the Four of Swords rejuvenated. But it can also be that because you starting to open up more and more, because you feel much more at peace within yourself and your inner being, that others will react to that and like, oh, now if I invite her, she will say yes, that's a lot of fun, so now I will invite her or him. Yeah, group one. We got Justice, Page of Wands. Yeah, a lot more fun from like seriousness and just maybe dealing with a lot of life things that just was about like balancing things out and dealing with like past things that could have been unbalanced, but also past things that could have created a lot of imbalance in your life. It is it is aligning much more now for you, like you've done the work. If one of these scales was a lot more heavy because of some, like, you know what we've been talking about, like quote unquote ugly energies could have weighed one of these scales a lot, that is becoming much lighter for things to even out for you, so that you can have just more fun and just more like in. Also with the Page of Wands, like it's an energy that is very much inviting life in, inviting other types of energies in, but it is also an energy that is not dealing with things that are tiresome. It's like, no, I've closed the door on that because I've already dealt with that. I'm not dealing with that now, you know. It's just like, it's a very like yes and no type of energy. It's like saying no to the things that you no longer want to deal with, and because of that you will be able also to say yes to the things that you want to have as part of your home, as part of like this interaction between your inner being and others, you know, in relation to others. We got the Ace of Cups underneath the Two of Cups. So this could definitely be like, because of the healing work you've done, that the result you will see from that could be sharing a home with another person. It could be a roommate, it could be like maybe even a family member moving back in, or like a family member you're already sharing space with, but it will just become so much loving and peaceful and giving towards you is also what I'm getting. But this could definitely be moving in with someone that you've fallen in love with, someone that you want to have a family with, but it's very homey and very like family oriented. But at the same time, new fresh energies with that. So even if this is talking to you about someone you're already living with, there's still a shift in the energy of like having fun, feeling passionate, saying no in an easy way and receiving yes in an easy way. And we got the 9 of Pentacles. So for some of you, that is like an upgrade when it comes to your home or your second home. Could be definitely an upgrade going on there with like refurbishing, buying new things, because you will feel like emotional newness inside of you. There could be a need because of that to change some things around. It could be to like just be surrounded by beautiful things in your home, or getting things in order also with the 9 of Pentacles in your home. For others of you, it could be like the second home you have, that you want an upgrade there, maybe like switching things up or completely switch the space or the area and just be removed from there and get a new space. But definitely an upgrade. Expect that to happen too. And we got the Page of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. You know, this is like talking with the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is talking about like step by step, moving towards something very fulfilling for you. And that is also the 7 of Pentacles, like you getting the results you want. But how? Step by step. Like saying no to things, that is one step. Then the other step is saying yes to receiving things that you want into your life, to become part of your life. And that is like, it could have been with the Page of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, something that you had to learn by almost like by being in misalignment with your inner being. That taught you how to actually be in alignment with yourself, to be focusing on your inner being and on what feels good with the 9 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Oh, this feels great. This is what I will invite in. This is what I will say yes to. This is what I will keep. And you learn that by actually tapping into what feels yucky and icky and not good. And then you're like, okay, I will remove that because that has not been aligned to me, to what I truly want. So there has been like a learning curve for you, and you've done a great job by that. Why the Page of Pentacles is showing up last in your reading, it is to tell you that not everything in life is like an forever phase of learning. No, the learning phase will end, but there was a need for you to learn how to come into alignment by maybe, you know, experiencing some things that were not in alignment with your inner being and with an outer space you inhabit a big chunk of your day. So there was a learning curve. You learned that, you've done the work. You will experience beautiful results from this, results that will come in very easy. Those results will be like an opening door for other energies, people, invitations to come in. You will also be reciprocating that with inviting other things, other people into your life. For some of you, you're falling in love. For others of you, you're gonna move in with someone that you love, maybe create a family. But for all of you, this is brand new, exciting, passionate energy that will be very direct, like a direct no and direct yes. You will be able to choose between no and yes very easy, so that you can actually experience just a much lighter and much more fun time. That's also very important, to experience having fun. Okay, group 1, I will end your reading here. I really hope that it was helpful. And if you've stayed with this reading for this long, and if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's get into your reading right away, and I'm gonna use this chart that I have to look into what areas in life you will experience this change happening in, and I will let the pendulum guide us towards these areas, and then I will also find out some descriptions about this area, or maybe areas. Maybe it will be more than one. Let's see. And let's just center the pendulum, and I will get quiet now for a couple of seconds. Okay, it is like it is moving towards project. Yeah, now it's stabilizing itself at project. Okay, so there seems to be just one area that the pendulum is reacting to, but maybe other areas will come through in your reading with the cards. But let's also take a description for project. Okay. I'm getting increase. Wait, there's more. It's not done. Increase, and now it's focusing on exciting news. Okay. Oh, one more. It's not done. Increase, exciting news, and it's reacting to yes. Okay, so that's very specific. We got project, we got increase, yes, exciting news. So, you know, when it comes to project, it can be like something, a goal that you put up when it comes to your work. It can be a project you have with yourself, like a healing project, you know. It can be something that you're wanting to learn about, you know, the aspects of life that are not visible. It can be a side business. It can be a project that you're working on with your physical hands. So you can guide yourself if you feel like that word project is aligning with you. But we still got exciting news, yes, and increase. So that could mean that you will actually get more time to work on your project. It can also mean that you've been waiting for an answer from someone that regarding your project. Then that answer will be part of the exciting news and the yes. But there seems to be, what I'm getting is like with increase, yes, exciting news, those energies together, there seems to be like a stepping stone that you will finally be able to come up to. Like it's like the second step to take. That is also something that I'm getting. So let's keep all of this in mind and take out your cards. Okay. I usually don't take them when they're this many, so I'm gonna put them back, but I'll show you. It was the Death card and Seven of Pentacles. Oh, you know, this could actually be a sign if you felt drawn to pile 1 or group 1 to actually go check that out. Okay, we got the 10 of Cups. Wow. Speak of exciting news, like finally getting what it is that you want. This is like the ultimate goal, reaching the ultimate goal. Okay, okay. Exciting. We got the 4 of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. But this has definitely been a process. This is like a process that required of you to go through major transformation, major change, change of mind, change of heart, change of life, change of direction. This has been like going from 0 to 100 type of process, you know, like even if you wanted to almost take a break from this process was like, no, 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 we're not done with you. We still have a long way to go, and you just went with it, you trusted it. That process could have been going on for quite some time, that you maybe even feel like uninspired or unmotivated to continue. But the thing is that why this process has not released the grip on you, the grip that it has on you, or why it has barely allowed you to take a pause or like, yeah, that's tough. But it has to do with the end goal of this. It's not like the end goal of this is the happy, you know, like you can still be happy before that, but there's still something very significant about the end goal, about reaching it, being there, existing in that space where you reached this completion of this process. So yeah, this could, like all of the things that I've said with the process and completing it and reaching a goal, with the Queen of Wands, it definitely seems to be a project. It can be a project where you will attract a lot of things to you through that project, attract other people to you, attract attention to you. Look at this underneath the deck. We have the Tower, and this I'm getting could be something that is going on right now. Part of the process could be like things being shaky, things almost being cleansed in a way, out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your, like, I'm also getting, like, sorry for using this word or saying this, but I'm also getting like a cleaning of your attitude or a mindset that you have. It's like, just get rid of it, just get, like, clean it out, new fresh air, let it into your mind, into your heart. There's like, it's almost coming through in a way like, just do it and it will feel much better afterwards, like but this is definitely part of the process. There's also like an advice coming through to, maybe you've gotten comfortable or like in a comfort zone with things that are actually not good for you, and that is also why there's like this urgency of just let go of it, just allow it to not be part of your life. It could also be a habit that is coming through very, very strongly. So all of these things could be things that are actually standing in your way when it comes to this project, this goal that you have in mind, this thing where there's a lot of steps to it, but when you've taken all of the steps, you will actually be at the position of the Ten of Cups of living in the completion of it, of having it. And there could be some things standing in your way, like habits, mindset. Yeah. You could have gotten accustomed to it, familiar with it. But it's like life is working with you on this too, to help you take it out of your life, like release it. It could be like an ongoing thing that you release it and then it comes back, but when it comes back there's less of it. That could also be part of the process, and then you keep releasing it and keep getting it back, but actually it's still success, because every time you keep getting it back, you get it back less and less. That is the process, that is the nature of this thing that you're dealing with, that life is trying to teach you how to like allow it to not take your energy. Okay, so we're already getting that this project that Tarot has in mind, that it's talking to you about, that it's almost become part of your life path. You know, the way that Tarot is telling me how life has been working with you, it's been, this project has been like the carrot life has been dangling in front of you to help you with your life path, actually. So the process of you both having this project, working on this project, and then reaching the goal of this project, the whole process is also about like refining you, cleansing you, leveling you up, transforming you. And it's all of this is entangled within each other. That is also why it's so big. It's a big thing, the end goal. It's not that the end goal is the everything of this. No, you can still enjoy the process. You can still be part of that and feel a deep meaning with everything that is going on. But there's definitely something big about the goal, reaching it, having the process complete will also give you a lot of happiness and harmony, but also like give you the life that you want. It's very big still, like even if it's just like, or just like quote unquote just a project that you have, maybe even like a goal that you have in your workplace, or a goal that you have with your retirement plan, or you know, something, it's still coming through as big. Like it's something that will affect you on a deep level, deep emotional level. There's depth to this, depth, layers. We got the Water Fairy with 28 feelings and emotions next to the 10 of Cups. So yeah, maybe you were drawn to pile 1. Definitely check that out. Look at this, underneath the deck we got partnership, and here we got 10 of Cups. Okay, so a specific message is coming through for some of you, so I really want to include those of you that will feel aligned with this message. The project you could have been working on could actually be on an emotional level when it comes to dating, partnership, friendship, romantic partners, the relationship you have with your family members. You know, it could be something like working on improving the way that you interact with relationships, and you could have experienced like part of the process a lot of standstill, a lot of nothing happening. Then know that that is just part of the process. That is not the end goal. That is not like, oh, you reach the finish line or the end station. There is nothing more. No. That has just been part of the process, because even that has been happening to transform you, to change you, to help you get rid of some habits that you have that is connected to the way you interact with relationships, no matter what type of relationship. But that message is for some of you. I wanted to include those of you into this message, into this reading, but the general message for all of you, let's get back to that. So there's still deep fulfillment on an emotional level. Again, depth is coming through, but this is actually also speaking with 10 and then 28, becoming a 10. This is speaking of a new chapter for you. So this, for as part of the general message for you, this could actually be speaking about a new chapter connected to your project or this goal that you want to reach. That chapter will, because it's new, it will be something that you haven't been part of before, because I feel like this new chapter is about inclusivity, you being included into something that will have an effect on your project. That inclusivity, that could be part of, the exciting news, getting the yes, the increase. It could be like a space. The increase will be you increasing that space. By becoming the increase, by getting the yes, it will be a confirmation for you that will be deeply gratifying for you also. This is something you will feel for a very long time as something that will benefit you for a long time on an emotional level too. Like, how one experience can affect our heart in a way that it almost changes our past, the history we have. It's like something happens and then it just resets our mind, it resets our heart, and it helps us experience life in a new way. It helps us, or in this case, you experience the project that you have in a new way. It's like a reset. Yeah, that is also why new chapter is coming through. Oh yeah, definitely check pile 1 out. Okay, so you got pride in the same position they got pride. This card says, let me show it to you, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So pride, I love myself next to the Queen of Wands. Like, do you want to show something off? Like, is there a gift that you have, a unique skill that you have, or something about your mind or your heart or your character that you actually want to like step forward and show how capable you are, that whatever is put into your hands, you can do something great with it. That is coming through so strongly. That is also something that will happen. You will get the opportunity to show what you're capable of doing, what you're capable of creating. That is also the increase part of your message. That is what will increase. It is your self-confidence. It is also the space you will take as you showcase who you are, your qualities, your unique skill, the gift that you have, that is part of this project. Like this project or this goal of yours, it is a mean to show who you are, what it is that you can do. Oh, I didn't forget, but I almost forgot to take out the astrology dice. So let's see what astrological influences are part of your reading. We got Taurus. Oh, I just got the Taurus season could be a significant month for this group regarding reaching a milestone or living in this new chapter. So whenever you're watching this, Taurus season is about like 2 months away. Yeah, about 2 months away. So whenever you're watching this reading, you can take it to mean as 2 months away. Okay, so we got Taurus, we got Cancer, and we got Saturn. Okay, the general message is actually very, very clear. Just don't give up. Be very loyal to the process you're in, even if the process can be a bitch sometimes. Be very loyal to it. Stick to it. Because by being that disciplinary about this, by being stubborn with Taurus about this, by being loyal, Cancer, about it, you will get what it is that you want. You will reach your goal. But this is truly a process. Like, you are the work of art that is being shaped and transformed through this process. And because of that, this process carries many layers to it. Because of that, reaching your goal, having your project, like reaching the goal with it, can be very tiring. It can be exhausting. Sometimes maybe you don't want to be part of this process, but sticking to it, being loyal to it, you know, there will come a time when the energy surrounding this will also give you the benefit of this process. It won't just be hard work, okay? With the 10 of Cups, like, it will be, you know, this saying, work hard, play hard. Like, you could have been in the work hard type of phase. You will step into with the Queen of Wands, like the play hard, okay? But there is discipline to this. There is, like, you have to let this happen, even if it gets uncomfortable, and even if it might require of you a lot of patience for this to happen. Okay. We got the Judgment card. I'm getting like something could have happened around New Year's. Maybe. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, I really got stuck with the Judgment card. And I'm getting again, something could have happened around the shift of the years. Where you okay, so you got the Judgment card, then you got the Five of Swords, then the Queen of Wands, and I'm really getting that the Judgment card and Five of Swords are sticking together as one card. Okay, so whenever you're watching this, it could have been like 2-3 months ago that you could actually have felt defeated about this, have felt like nothing happens, or no matter how hard I try, nothing is moving, nothing is coming my way. Like, you know, not just stuckness, but almost like, you know, giving and giving and giving into a situation, or in your case, maybe a project or a goal that you have, and just giving and giving, and just like feeling that you never arrive. Nothing works out the way that you hoped it to. And it was almost like something tried to convince you to give up, to admit defeat. And that could actually have fired you up even more to like, no, I didn't come this far to come this far. Like, I've come this far to keep going until I reach that goal that I know is very much possible for me to reach. And then you got the Queen of Wands again, showing you on what a deep level this process goes to. But you know, this process won't be done with you until you fully evolved into the person that can exist in that space where things can come to a completion. And because of that, the process will be intense. Because of that, the process will be deep. Because I'm really getting that this process has its hold on you. It's like it's not letting you go, because there's a purpose to this. And even though the process contains ups and downs and defeats and setbacks, that's just part of the process. That is not what the process is all about. The process is all about you reaching a very high level and existing in that level and taking up some space, you know, like stretching you out in your existence. Does that make sense? Stretching you out in your existence. That is what I'm getting. And that is how, by stretching you out in your existence, that is why you will be able to reach the level of 10 of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there will be easier times. There will be times of, you know, receiving in a way that doesn't require of you to go through a lot of intense energies and intense emotions and intense experiences. You will be in a position of life, and look at this, the 8 of Cups, you are moving towards it, like to higher level. You are moving towards that. It's like we've already talked a lot about the process, so I'm not gonna keep on talking about the same thing over and over again, because there is a shift also here. And this shift will actually happen after you reach this completion, this result of yours that could be connected to a project that you have, whatever that project means for you. After that, you will enter a phase in your life where things will be, I want to use the word effortless, actually. Because Venus energy is coming through with Taurus, with the Empress. There's this message that really wants to take place in your reading that has to do about you knowing that things can change, not just for the better but also for the easier, that you can actually reach the goal that you want to reach and have that as part of your life, but also know that there are more things to experience after that, and that those experiences, even if they will be part of a process, it will be different from what you've experienced this far by reaching this goal. Maybe you will want to take some time off with the Queen of Cups after you reach this goal and just be like, you know what, life can't touch me anymore. Like now for 6 months, I don't want life to shake anything up, not touch me, not call me, like life just stay out of my business, you know. And then do that. Like that's definitely something you can take charge of if that is what you want. I almost feel like life wants a little bit of a break from the process too, because of how intense it is. But life is staying loyal to this also, not letting this go before the result is achieved. But there's relaxation, soft energies, receiving type of energies for you after this whole thing is done. There's more for you to experience after this thing is done also. And part of that, it is you receiving easily. It is you being in a position of life where things will come to you in a new way, in a different way than you've experienced things coming to you now. Because that could have been much more of like the judgment type of way that you had to do and try and error and, you know, all of that, and then you get the 10 of Cups. There's another experience waiting for you to be part of that, that is different in its nature, how it will interact with you. And that could be quite exciting for you to also have that, experience that. Okay, group 2, I will end your reading here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you are still here in this reading, then I'm sure that this reading has resonated with you. So if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's get into your reading immediately. I'm gonna use this chart to find out what area of life you will experience this next change, and I will let the pendulum guide us towards that. And we will also get a description to find out some details about this change. Okay, so let's just center the pendulum and let me focus in silence for a couple of seconds. Okay, it's pointing towards work. Let's just see if it wants to focus on some other area. Work. Oh, it's vibrating now. Okay. And now it's focusing on outer world. So we got work and outer world. Oh, I almost forgot about the description. So let's just center it again. Work, outer world, and let's get a description. Oh, it's reacting to leveling up, move on, and exciting news. Okay. So let's see, we got work, leveling up, move on, and exciting news. Very specific, you know, that could definitely be for some of you that you're leveling up at work, or you're changing work, you're changing your profession, maybe you're finally turning your side business into your main income. But there's some moving on, leveling up, switching things up, and receiving exciting news. But you know what I'm also getting with work, that this could also be speaking about, like, let's say that you don't have a job, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, then this reading will be speaking about that. Or let's say that you're not working because you have a sickness or a disease, then you can just exchange the space work has to the other thing that is taking that space. Okay, sometimes words can be a little bit difficult, but I think you know what I mean. So that's the area of life. Okay, so let's take out your cards and look into this leveling up, moving on, exciting news that could be connected to this area of life. Getting that this one wants to be part of your reading. Okay. And this one. And this one. Okay, let's start with the card underneath the deck. Ooh, we got the 8 of Swords, of feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like you can't navigate maybe the circumstances surrounding your work, or whatever it is, if you're not working, whatever it is that is taking up that space that otherwise work would have taken up. You could have experienced some definitely not moving on or leveling up, definitely not exciting news. You know, the opposite of that, that things could just not have been working out very well for you. Maybe you even found it hard to guide yourself to know what it is that you want even. And I'm also getting that for some of you, like, you just allowed time to happen. You just knew that if you just stay calm, then things will start to show themselves to you. And when that happens, that is when you can start to help yourself, guide yourself to know what the next step is. So that is things that could have been going on. Okay, let's take a look at the cards you got. Oh, moving on from that with the 6 of Swords. I love this. That is why you got these beautiful energies of moving on, and then you get 6 of Swords and leveling up, that you will leave this space or this condition of feeling like nothing is working out, that there is no way forward. You got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, exciting news could be definitely what the Knight of Cups is talking about, because look at this knight playing the strings of the heart. Could definitely be exciting news coming in for you to just make you very happy, very pleased. And the Tower. Yeah, that is what is ending. You know, the Tower, it's not the change that the Tower card is referring to that is scary. What is scary about the Tower is that it is always unexpected. And that could be scary even if you're actually looking forward to that change, you know? So the Tower isn't about a scary change. It is about how the change comes about. It is that it always comes as a surprise. This is Mars energy of intensity, of fastness, of a lotness happening all at once. But it has to happen. You're probably looking forward to this change happening in your work life or the other areas that could be taken up taking up that space that work otherwise would have in your life. And you're moving towards that. You're moving towards feeling good, feeling great, feeling that your heart is actually safe also. Because if you have been going through the Eight of Swords, you definitely didn't feel safe. You definitely had to hide yourself, maybe even hide yourself from a situation, like hiding your heart so that it doesn't get damaged or scarred from whatever has been going on around you. You're moving away from that. I love this. You're moving towards this space of healing your heart and having your heart in a body that feels safe. So maybe you've had, just to give you an example, so you can take the underlying energies of this example and apply it to your situation, no matter what your situation is. But this is just an example to give you the underlying energies. Let's say that you've had a job or a working place where you felt stressed. Your body had no way of just getting the possibility to feel relaxed in those rooms. Then your heart also felt unsafe, okay, because your body wasn't safe. That is changing. It's like, this, I forgot the name of it in English now, this type of flower. The roots of it goes so deep down in the mud, but it reaches towards the sun, and it keeps going up and up and up, and then the flower shows up, and then the flower can flourish. So you could truly have been going through a lot when it comes to your working life or the other space, the other area that is taking that space that work would have in your life. And what you have to look forward to, it is to feel safe. It is for your body to finally be able to relax. And because your body is relaxed, then your mind can relax. And it's like when that happens, I'm getting that for some of you, that is when you will get an exciting news, like maybe a new job offer, or maybe an offer that will come your way. No matter what, I'm trying to grasp some things here, but no matter what this offer could be, the end result of it is actually for your body to feel calm and safe, for your mind to feel calm and safe, and for your heart to finally be able to be inside a body that is calm and is safe. But that has to do with things changing with the Tower. So I'm not saying that you will stay in the same space or stay in the same circumstances and then learn how to deal with them, and that is why things will feel safe and feel better. It is a movement, it is a momentum of change that will happen, where things will change so that you can move away from that space where you've been experiencing the Eight of Swords, of not knowing the way forward, of not knowing how to maybe even help yourself in the situation you're in. You will move away from that to something new, a new space, a new place. And that, it's like the help that is coming in will help you get there. So there's definitely help coming through. For some of you, it could be like an application you sent out that will be a yes, so that you can move from one space to another. But it also has the nature of unexpectedness to it. Some shocking things, shocking news. It could be, you know, also that someone could be reaching out to you that you didn't expect. Like, I didn't even send out an application, but then this person remembered me because maybe we went to school together, or maybe we worked together 5 years ago, or something like that. And you're like, oh my God, I did not expect this help to be able to find me in the situation. I mean, there's something about this help finding you in the situation you're in. Let's, oh, sorry for making some noise, but I actually feel like I want to keep this because this dice ended up on Scorpio, so let's keep it here. Scorpio, Taurus, and Uranus. So you could have Uranus in Taurus or Scorpio. Scorpio or Taurus could be one of your big threes, or have like a very significant placement. You could have a planet that has like what's it called, a return in Taurus or Scorpio also. So those are just some specifics to confirm that this reading is for you. But let's take out some more cards. So we got the Bard with the music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling with card number 7. Look at this. Underneath the deck you got movement, card number 36, which turns into a 9, speaking of ending. So the movement, you're definitely moving towards an ending, you guys, and that for some of you, you could really, really need to hear that. And purpose. I know what I am here to do. Okay. You know, whatever has been going on that could be very heavy, surrounding maybe your health or your body, or that is connected to your work, or not having a work, or, you know, something like that. There's something more to it. It's like there's an opening. Like, imagine the road you've been on being very narrow. There's almost no space even for you to stand there. And then the path just gets like bigger and bigger the more you just push through this narrow place you're in. There's openings and expansion, because there's something more you're supposed to experience with the Bard and purpose coming through when it comes to your working life, when it comes to your profession. Maybe it is a side business, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. Then there's something more of expansion when it comes to that. What is this expansion about? What is this other experience you're supposed to have? What is it about? You know, for some of you, it could very much be something like music, poetry, myth, maybe even like storytelling, writing books, or podcasting, having your own YouTube channel where you speak of your experiences in a very enchanting way that is helpful to other people. But this is definitely speaking about something that is unique. It is speaking about something that maybe is a little bit dreamy, not the average type of work, not the average type of profession. There seems to be maybe a reason why things have not worked out well for you, maybe a reason why you don't want to be where you are right now. Maybe the reason is for you to move on, actually. Maybe that, you know how discomfort can actually be a sign for you to almost like pop out of that place, like the narrow part of your path. You're not supposed to stay there when it's that narrow, when it's that uncomfortable. Like, get out of there, like move forward, and then when you're there, you will be able to relax and be like, oh my god, now I can think, now I can breathe, now I can be myself, and because of that, now I can start to guide myself and tap into myself and hear my inner voice. And I'm just getting that when that happens, that is when magic starts to happen for you. Because there could be a sort of profession or work that you're supposed to have that could be a little bit like the Knight of Cups, like playing on the heart, like playing music for the heart. That type of magic that maybe not a lot of people get to experience, to have that as their job. So we get actually music twice here. So maybe for some of you it will be music. It could also be something with your voice, something that you want to tell, speak about, or write about. Like, it could be books, it could be podcasts, it could be social media, but there's something about storytelling, no matter what it is. There's something that you want to create that could be described as storytelling. So the reason why some things could be uncomfortable now, it is for you to move on from that towards something else, something bigger, more beautiful. It also carries energies of gentleness and kindness. No wonder that your body will feel safe and be able to relax when you're there. The surprise or the shocking change could be connected to how this thing finds you, how this opportunity to actually have this as your, maybe a project, maybe a side business, maybe your work, how that thing finds you could be quite shocking and surprising. But you're still moving towards that opportunity. And why are you moving towards it? Because you clearly don't want to be where you're at, or there's something about the circumstances of where you're at that you want to change. You want to get out of that, that type of energy. So there's movement, there's momentum, and you're moving towards this change. We got the Magician with the Bard. That's interesting. It's like a creation you already have in your life. This unique job or profession or side business, whatever it is, it seems like it's something that is already part of your life. You already have traces of it, at least, in your life. And then you got the Hermit. Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups together with the Knight of Cups. The Two of Swords. Oh my god, you got the Two of Swords with the Tower. Like, you're not seeing this. Oh, maybe there's no traces of this offer, of this change, of this opportunity. Like, wherever you look in your life, you're like, I can't see any traces of it. And then you got the Two of Swords to tell you, no, that's true, you can't. That's sometimes the nature of certain things. it is that they carry energies of surprise, energies of Mars, like coming in. It's, you know how Mars is like the soldier, almost like coming in to rescue. Also with the Knight, there's like rescue type of energies, and that's not to say that you in any way is weak or need someone else to rescue you. You can still be strong and be rescued. Okay? That's how this is coming through for you. There's a nature of this opportunity that carries, like, the nature of it is exciting, it is unexpected, but it's also something you can't see right now. Yeah. Okay. Let's take out one more card for you. You got the Star, together with purpose. I love how the second cards we take out, how they just align with the cards that are already on the table. And underneath the deck, the Empress, the receiver, the nurturer, but also the one being nurtured. Okay, so the Star together with purpose, it is just a double confirmation of purpose. There's something else, something more you're here to experience, to have, to be, that is connected to your work, that is connected to something that you want to create and have as your creation, to have your name on it, to own it, almost like, you know, that is mine, I created that, I did that. It's part of your purpose. And will it bring you happiness? Yes, with the Nine of Cups, but it will also bring you opportunities, more and more opportunities coming to you. But you know, with the Hermit, I definitely get that the road you've been on when it comes to figuring out what to do with your profession, your working life, things like that, hasn't been easy for you. It's been long. It's been dark also. But you've always been guided towards something more, something else. There has been like this lantern in front of you. Keep going. Keep moving. Don't stay where the road is narrow and very uncomfortable. Get out of there. Like, keep going, keep moving. But you are creating this, and your creation is unique. Your creation is very beautiful. It will be beautiful for others, but also for you. Like, others will experience your creation and be happy and wanting it, but you will also be happy experiencing giving it and creating it. Like, the whole process, like, not just having the end result will be what makes you happy, but the whole thing of having it, working on it, taking it step by step, like all of that together makes the work, will make you happy. And don't worry if you can't see it right now. Like, how will this happen? You will figure it out. It will make itself known to you step by step. But it seems to be like that you're already moving towards this place where you can start to tap into yourself, to guide yourself towards this thing. But there is still, even if that happened, there will still be aspects of this opportunity that you can't foresee. You can't know it ahead of time. And that usually means that there are more to this than just you. That there are other powers or other things affecting this situation, affecting this opportunity. So it's not just you, but more players to it. So it could be other people, but it could also be life, you know. Life is a big player, right? But what I love about this is the focus on purpose. Following your northern star with the Hermit and the Star, that just keep going. Even if you are in this Eight of Swords energy of feeling trapped, stuck, experiencing things that you can deal with, you can be strong, you can be authentic dealing with them, but you also know that there is more to life than this. You also know that there is more things you can experience than what is going on right now. Then keep listening to that voice. Let that voice be your northern star, be this lantern to help you push through this narrow path you're on. But you know, being on a narrow path could also be significant about like the how unique this thing is that you want to create, or the profession or work that you want to do, that maybe not a lot of people can be there at this in that narrow space. So maybe from that, like when you push through, maybe more things will be pushed through that are beautiful, that are unique, that will like pop out of that pushing, you know. That is also the process of creation, it seems, for you in this reading. But you're definitely moving towards a change, moving towards exciting news with the Knight of Cups, offers that will give you more offers. Don't worry if you can't see it right now, just keep on going, keep on pushing through. Your creation will be completed and it will be very beautiful. And I will end your reading here, Group 3. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And if you're still here in this reading, then I guess that this reading resonated with you. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.